Hi everyone, Derek Hooper here. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about how to spin a bunker shot. So I find a lot of players have trouble getting their ball out of the bunker. I hear a lot about players who hit it too heavy or too thin and then the ball goes sailing over the green. Today I'm going to show you how you can hit consistently solid bunker shots, spin the ball so when it lands on the green it's going to check up close to your target and it's going to really impress your buddies the next time you're out playing. So the reason we want to spin our bunker shots is if I can get the ball to spin consistently, if I know what it's going to do when it lands on the green, I can start picking more appropriate targets and that's going to allow me to get it close to the hole. So the first thing we want to recognize is, well, what are the factors that go into creating spin in a bunker shot? And there are a couple of things. Number one is loft. I want to have as much loft as I can. The less loft I have, the less spin I'm going to have. The more loft I have, the more spin I'm going to have. Second thing I want to be aware of is if I get more sand between the club face and ball, I'm going to have less spin. I want less sand between the club face and ball, and that means that I'm going to get more club on it, the grooves are going to interact with the ball more, and I'm going to be able to spin it more. The other thing that I want to be aware of is that I need to be able to use the bounce of the club because that's going to allow the club to skid through the sand. And if I do those couple of things, I can get this ball to react on the green the way that I want. So going through our fundamentals, I want to make sure that I open the club face by spinning the shaft. I'm going to make sure my feet are fairly close together. Ball position is left in my stance and my weight is to left as well. My goal from here is I want to see how little sand can I move and still get the ball to finish on the green. Now for a lot of players that's a little scary because they get in there and they want to hit it heavy or they hit it thin. So what I tend to see is the players that hit too much ball and not enough sand, the ball sails over the green and their reaction to that is then to swing slower. So basically what they're saying is the ball that went over the green was a mishit, and if I mishit it softer that's going to be a better result. The reality is mishitting it softer is never a better result. We want to hit the ball better. We want to figure out, well, what have I got to do to make more solid contact? Keep that speed up because the speed is going to influence the spin. So when I'm in here, as we said, I want to make sure I set up correctly and I'm trying to get as little sand as I can and hit this ball out of the bunker. Now, in doing this for the first couple of times, you're probably going to hit a couple thin and they're going to go sailing over the green, and that is okay. Just make sure that on the other side of the green, there's not a clubhouse or a parking lot or other players practicing that you could do any damage, because I do want you to do that. Once you can do that with some consistency, or a couple in a row, then you can get in here and see, well, okay, well, let's see if I can hit a shot out and how little sand can I move? Can I move just a tiny bit of sand? And you'll start to get the sensation of the club bouncing off the sand, moving very little sand. The ball's going to come out high with lots of spin, and that's what we want it to do. The first time I usually do this with players, they're really surprised with how high and soft the ball comes out. When they're taking so little sand, they're so used to moving mountains and mountains of sand. So get in there, try it yourself, you'll be surprised what will happen. And it's going to look a little like this. As we said, check your fundamentals first. Balls forward in your stance, club face open, hands down, weights left. And I'm trying to move as little sand as I can and throw that sand up onto the green, because that's how I'm going to hit it high and with a lot of spin. So if you can get away and work on that, you're going to be able to hit shots that look like that also. You'll be able to get the ball to spin, get it close to the hole, and make a few more up and downs out of the bunker.